Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the brand new vegan live stream. How's everybody today? Please check in. Let me know you're here, where you're from. And while we wait, we're cooking some Cowboy Caviar today from my cookbook, Comfort Food Classics. If you want to follow along, we're on page 13. And I guess a fellow YouTuber by the name of PB&J is actually reviewing my cookbook like now, live, at the same time I'm on. So maybe when you're done here, you go over to his channel and check it out. Hey Joe, good morning. Glad to see you. This is a very simple recipe. I don't know where it comes from. It's a Texas recipe, I know that. It was called Texas Caviar. I think they use black-eyed peas as their bean. Good morning, Brenda from Vancouver, BC. Good morning, Mima. Good morning, Lisa and Debbie. Hey, Mark. Welcome to the live stream. Good morning from Michigan. Hi, Lori. Yeah, so maybe when you're done here, go over to the channel, YouTube channel, PB with J, and check out the review. I hear his kids are pretty critical, so I hope they have good reviews for my food. I wasn't designing my recipes to be kids' recipes, they were for me, but we'll see what they have to say. So again, this is my cookbook, and if you haven't seen it yet, Comfort Food Classics, I can throw an overhead on so you can get a better look at it. It is available in the links below. There's still plenty of copies left. Good morning, Joe. Michelle, your cookbook's awesome. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. I really do. So yeah, this oil-free caviar, Cowboy Caviar, it's a really simple recipe. There's no cooking involved, guys. No cooking at all. So let's do this, all right? I went ahead and prepped a lot of stuff last night. You'll need, let's just read the instructions. That's why let's go over the ingredients first. I'm sure you have all the stuff in your pantry. You need a can of black beans, like a 15-ounce can. Can of chickpeas, again, 15-ounce can. You need about 5 ounces of chopped tomatoes. I used fresh Campari is the name of the tomato. I like them. For supermarket tomatoes, they kind of taste the best out of all of them. You can use Roma, you can use hothouse, you can use canned tomatoes if you want. You'll need about a half a cup or more. Half of a red onion, an orange bell pepper. Again, any color red pepper will work, or bell pepper. It says a jalapeno. You can add avocado to this if you want. And some corn, about a cup of corn. I'm using frozen. I'm using fire roasted. Now, a point on the fire roasted frozen corn. Look at your labels really carefully. I was at the store yesterday, Safeway, and there were two kinds. They had a Safeway brand, and they had the real popular Bird's Eye frozen veggie brand. The fire roasted corn from Bird's Eye has oil, and the one that was the Safeway brand does not. So check your labels. And we're going to use some cilantro. And this does have a dressing. Hi, Diana. Oh, Brenda says my non-vegan son-in-law requests my Cowboy Caviar. Nice, Brenda. Thank you. Michelle says, I love the spiral binding on your book. It makes it so easy to use. Guys, I've said this before. I have a lot of cookbooks over there. A lot were given to me for review. A couple I've bought myself. And they're pretty and all. They're nice. But they sit over here on the shelf. And I want mine in your kitchen on the counter getting dirty. That's what it's for, right? To use. So it's a very simple cookbook, but it serves its purpose, right? Good morning, Kimberly. Diana, good morning. Okay, so the dressing for this, I'm going to use the juice from that can of chickpeas. When you open your can of chickpeas, save that juice, that liquid that's inside the can. They call that aquafaba. And we're going to use 1/3 of a cup of that. A little red wine vinegar, some lime juice, some garlic, some salt, and black pepper. So that's it. So we're going to drain and rinse the black beans, and I've already done that, and I have them right here. I will add the Amazon link to these containers. I really like them. As you can see, they're stackable, and they come in different sizes. They come in a kit with different sizes, so you get the 8 ounce, and this is actually that juice from the aquafaba. So they come in 8 ounce, 16 ounce, and 32 ounce in a kit. They're really relatively cheap, and they're so handy. They're called deli containers. I'll put a link down below after we're done here. So there's our black beans. They've already been rinsed and drained. And I have a large spoon right here. Good, good, good. And then it says drain the chickpeas, reserving the liquid. We need 1/3 of a cup, and add them. So here's the chickpeas. If you can find canned black-eyed peas, you could use those. I think any kind of bean would work. White bean, navy bean. So we're just going to give these a mix. There we go. I'm going to grab some paper towels because I probably will need them. Move the book over here. There we go. I got someplace to put my spoon. Let's see. Add the chopped tomatoes. This is about 3 or 4 little Campari tomatoes. Again, you need about 5 ounces, a little over half a cup. And you can use fresh, canned, whatever you like. Get things out of the way. How's that look? It's a little dark, isn't it? I have to work on that camera a little bit better. That's a better view. So just to mix everything up nice and evenly. So is this a salad or is this a dip? I've heard both. Hey, Giggles. Nice to see you. My friend who laughs at plant-based sucks this recipe down. That's funny, Lisa. Thank you. So yes, Kimberly, when you're done here, I mentioned earlier, PBJ is doing a review of my cookbook. And he's doing his review right now. Same time. If I wasn't here, I'd be watching it. And I hope his kids are nice to me. Kroger brand has frozen black-eyed peas with the frozen veggies. So there you go. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, tomatoes are in. What's next? It says dice the onion, the bell pepper, the jalapeno, and add them too. So I have the onion already diced. That's half of a red onion. It wasn't a very big one either. It wasn't some ginormous red onion you see in the stores. It was a medium one. So you only need half of that. If you're wondering how I got such a nice even dice on this, I'm going to tell you my secret. Let's mix this up first. So the onion's in. We're going to mix it all up. Okay, here's my secret. I'll swap places. This guy. full star. And I have a full review on my channel. You can look for that. But this is the dicing blade I used. So I'll show you how it works, because I have not chopped the jalapeno first. But first, let's get the diced bell pepper in. So this is an entire orange bell pepper, the whole thing. Speaking of peppers, if you're around the Portland, Oregon area in March, let me know. So March 10th, I will be doing a presentation for Northwest Veg at the Orenco Potluck, and I'll get you the address if I know you're coming. It's all about chili peppers. The spicy ones, the not so spicy ones, all of them. Surprising benefits of chili peppers. The surprising health benefits of chili peppers. Do I have a... I can actually go to their website. I can show you where to look for it if you want to go. So let me pull this up. Northwest Veg is the name of the website. Again, don't drive long distances. If you're in the local area, great. So here's the Northwest Veg website. Let me pull this up so you can see. Did that work? It did not work. Why not? It's right here. Does it need to be Safari or something else? Let's do Chrome. Maybe that'll work. Always something. Northwest Veg. Let's try that. Northwest Veg. And open that up. Now maybe I can share my screen. Or not. Doesn't seem to want to work. Sorry guys. Anyway, go to Northwest Veg and you'll see the northwestveg.com. It is .com. .org, excuse me. northwestveg.org. And if you scroll down, you'll see the upcoming events. And I will be there on March 10th. So if you're in the area, come on by. Okay, where were we? So we have the bell peppers. And now we're going to do the chili peppers. So I want to show you with the chili peppers. My old trusty cutting board. So you guys tell me, what's the hottest part of the chili pepper? And I'll wait for you to answer. Let's dispel some myths here, because a lot of people think the same thing. How long will this last in the fridge? Oh, Joe, probably... There's not really a whole lot that can go bad. They might get soft and mushy, but I would say safely 3 to 5 days, maybe a little bit more. So tell me guys, what's the hottest part of the pepper? Do you know? And stuff like this will be in my presentation for Northwest Veg. The seeds. Okay, here we go. Membrane and seeds. So popular to contrary belief. Let me pull this out. The seeds are not the hot part. I'm not sure if you guys knew that or not. This white membrane right here. See that seed pod? That membrane has the capsaicin in it. Not the seeds. You can take these seeds out and wash them, and they will not be hot at all. So when you clean a chili pepper that's spicy, you want to get that rib out. And you could slice it alongside the rib and just cut that whole rib completely out if you wanted to, like that. That'll work. If you want some spice, just leave the seeds and the ribs and the membrane and everything in. Spice it up a little bit. That membrane is actually called the placenta. So that's where all of your capsaicin is stored. And the capsaicin is what makes the chili pepper spicy. I'm just removing all those ribs. There's some seeds, but it's okay. Let's see, the web. Lots of people got this right. The membranes, the seeds, and the membranes, not the seeds. Washington from St. Paul. Yeah, be sure to wash your hands thoroughly. Don't rub your eyes. Asking for a friend. That's a mistake you only make once. So, funny story, and it's true. It is a mistake you only make once. I was cutting up hatch green chilies, fresh hatch green chilies. I think I was still living in New Mexico, in Albuquerque. And I did do that. I rubbed my eye. So you can ask my kids. Not only did I scream, I laid down on the kitchen counter with my head underneath the faucet, using the running water as an eye wash. It burns badly. So yeah, always wash your hands after handling peppers. Not so much bell peppers, but jalapenos, definitely. Anything hotter than a jalapeno, habanero, yeah, you definitely want to do that. So now, let's see, where's the camera? Can I do this? I think I can. This is what I use to chop the onion and get that really nice dice. So you just put it in the little container there and you smash it down like that. Trying to get a better view. Just lay it on there. It makes chopping onions, peppers. You can do potatoes. You have to push a little harder, especially sweet potatoes. They're really hard. But celery and stuff like that, bell peppers, this blade does come out. You unlock it, it lifts right out. See that? And you can put it in the dishwasher. Be very careful touching those blades. They are very sharp. This thing comes out so you can wash it. This has a nice little measuring thing on the side so you can see your measurements. Anyway, that's my secret for getting a really nice dice on the onion. So I'm putting 2 jalapenos in here because I like it. Recipe calls for 1. If you don't like spicy, leave them out. It's easy enough. Take our seeds, get them out of here. All right. Couple more seeds over there. Very good. We'll give that a mix. And jalapenos, they can be hot and they cannot be hot. They can be about as hot as a bell pepper and they can be about as hot as a habanero. It just depends. They're not very consistent as far as their heat level. On the Scoville scale, that's what they use to measure how hot something is. I actually have one here in the book. It's on the back of the Mexican food pages, right here. So habanero, jalapeno, there it is. It's about 5,000 on a Scoville scale. And for comparison, a poblano is about 1,200. And everyday paprika is like 500. A bell pepper is like 0. So there you go. Hi LM, nice to see you. Does your chopper do matchsticks? Michelle, the chopper comes with a series of attachments. I'm using this one here. It's a fine dice. There's a coarse dice. It comes with a spiralizer. What else does it come with? It also comes with a mandolin and different size blades. Be very careful with that. Mine came with like a Kevlar glove. So it's a very nice gadget. I'll put a link down below when we're done. I don't know though if it comes with matchsticks. I guess if you use the mandolin part, you can do that. All right, so where are we at? We got the jalapeno in. If we are going to add avocado, do it now. Okay, then add the corn. And the cilantro. Lots of people don't like cilantro. I love it. If it tastes like soap to you, you're one of those people that have that gene. I'm sorry. Maybe you're not, but I think you're missing out. I love the taste of cilantro. And you can use any corn. It doesn't have to be fire roasted, but I like the flavor. So this is coming together really nice. Look at that. It's beautiful. So colorful. Talk about a wide variety of veggies and beans. Let's do some cilantro. Let me clean my cutting board real quick. Get those seeds off. There we go. Get that out of the way. And cilantro, about a 1/4 cup. So I rinsed this morning. Doesn't have to be a lot. I'm going to take some of the stems off so I get the leaves. If you like the stems, you could definitely just chop them up. Not much. A little bit more. There we go. You can tailor this completely to your own taste. A little bit, a lot. Same with the jalapeno. Same with really any of the ingredients. A couple more of those stems off. Just a rough chop. Doesn't have to be finely minced or anything like that. If you don't like it, maybe the more finely minced it is, the less you'll taste. I don't know. Again, I love this stuff, so it's not a problem for me. And we'll just add that in. So I'll let you guys in on a little secret. When I do this chili pepper class in March, I'm really thinking about having a chili pepper presentation, I should say. I'm thinking about having a class on what do you do with these chili peppers once I tell you, and I'll probably make that into a YouTube presentation too. But you know, once I tell you how good they are for you, all the different things they can do for you, I might have a class that actually teaches you which ones to buy, how to look for them, how to prep them, how to cook with them, some recipes. If you guys are interested in anything like that, let me know. Okay, so this is the basic dip. Now we'll make the dressing. So just take 1/3 of the cup of the chickpea liquid, the aquafaba, and add the vinegar to a small bowl. I'm going to use a measuring cup. See if I can do this without making a mess. Beautiful. And red wine vinegar. How much should I say? 1/4 cup. So I'm at a 1/2 cup. And if I add 1/4 cup, that'll take it up to 3/4. And a whisk. My ridiculously small little tiny baby whisk, as Chef John would say. And what's next? Just combine everything else. So what do we have next? 2 tablespoons of lime juice. A little lime juice. I'm going to just do 1 lime, I think. The other half. How to choose peppers would be good. Thank you, Jill. There's so many in the store nowadays. Even ghost peppers and Carolina Reapers, which used to be the hottest pepper in the world. Not anymore. This crazy guy named Smokin' It Curry, he's the one that creates all these things. He's actually got Pepper X. That's twice as hot as a Carolina Reaper. He's a madman. All right, so get some more paper towels here. I'm getting messy. But there's also guajillos, anchos, which are nothing more than a dry poblano. There's pasilla, chile de arbol, Tabasco peppers, pimento peppers, and on and on. Let's see. Okay, so there's the lime juice. 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to cheat and use minced garlic in a jar. 3 cloves. 1, 2, 3. We'll just set that aside for now. Making all kinds of mess. Okay, almost there, guys. So we got the garlic in, and then it says salt and pepper. So I've got salt, pepper. I also have a little chili powder and a little cumin for spice. So I'm going to add all of this. I think I was looking at my recipe on the blog, And in my book, it's leaving out the cumin and chili powder. Not sure why. But here's a really simple dressing. And then we'll just pour this over. You don't have to use all of this, but oh, that garlic's good there at the bottom. We'll add that. And I missed Super Bowl. Well, I didn't miss the game. I got to watch the game, but I missed the having a recipe like this for the Super Bowl. But this would have been great for chips. And there's always something I forget. I did make some chips. They're upstairs. They're still in my air fryer. If you want to make some really simple oil-free chips, take a corn tortilla. I take about 4 of them and cut them in quarters. Lay them in your air fryer tray. If you have the big flat air fryer tray like I do, and then use the toast function, like for 4 slices. I think the setting is like 3 or 4. It's a real mild heat toast, and just run that 2 or 3 times until they get crispy, and they are so good. Oil-free, homemade tortilla chips. Let's get a bowl. And here you go, guys. Cowboy Caviar. You can call it a bean salad. You can call it a dip for chips. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it pretty darn good because it is pretty darn good. And that's a very simple recipe for today. We got about 10 minutes left. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to throw them my way. Yes to a chili pepper class. Nice. No maple syrup. I do have some maple syrup here, and again, it's not in my book. I think it was in my recipe on the blog. For some reason, it's not here in the book. But if you want to make this a little sweet, you could definitely add a little drizzle to maple syrup to your dressing while you're mixing it up. That would be really good. I'm going to give this a little taste. Jalapenos and all. Small taste. Try to get a little bit of everything on here. A little onion, a little bean, a little chickpea, a little cilantro, a little tomato. That's so good. There you go. Texas caviar or Cowboy Caviar. How's that one look? Yeah, that's too dark. I gotta work on that camera. So again, any question, any last minute thoughts before we go? Remember my YouTube guy, PP with J. He's actually reviewing the cookbook over on his channel right now. So maybe go check that out. I see 23 thumbs up and we have 42 people. Well, 35 now. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If that helps YouTube put this in front of other people. A subscribe button would be really helpful too. So what are the amount of spices for the recipe that are not in your cookbook? Let me look and see. I'm kind of confused why they're different. I haven't run across this yet. Cowboy. Okay. If I jump to the recipe, so it calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of maple syrup. For some reason, those last three did not get into the cookbook. I'm not sure why. It's good without it. But if you add it, it might add a little bit extra oomph to your dip. You're very welcome, Giggles. This is so versatile. It's great with chips, in a burrito, baked potato, bed of greens, Southwestern Buddha bowl. That sounds really good. It never lasts long at my house, and the longer it sits in the fridge, the better. That's very true. Michelle puts it in her taco salad. That's a good idea. So yeah, the chili peppers, this is just has jalapeno, but there's a lot of chili peppers I use. Many are in this cookbook in the Mexican section. I love New Mexico chili, but I like the Mexican chilies too. And these are the dried pods that you can find in any grocery store. I'm making a nice picture. There you go. Spoon the other way. The guajillos and the pasillas and the anchos and all those dried chili pods you see, there's a lot of things you can do with those. And they're very cheap. And since they're dried, they last forever. I even bought a special coffee grinder so I can make my own chili powder. And that's a really easy way to make a chili sauce. So I'll definitely cover a chili sauce in the class, maybe several different kinds, depending on which chilies you're using. The Mexican chilies are completely different than the Korean chilies. So if you've had gochujang or gochugaru, you know what I'm talking about. That's a real sweet, spicy chili pepper compared to the New Mexico or the Mexican peppers. Totally different type of food. I don't have anything else, guys. I thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. 30 likes now. I appreciate all the thumbs up and the subscribes. If you don't have anything else, I will say I'll see you next week, next Saturday. Okay, LM. The ones that were missing were a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. And by the way, that McCormick chili powder you buy, that is a form of ancho chili. And it's also got a whole bunch of other stuff in it. So it's got oregano and it's got cumin. It's not just pure chili powder. I think what's a lot of people made the mistake when they first tried my Best Damn Vegan Chili. I used that McCormick chili powder, which is all the different spices. I think some people were buying pure chili powder and it was way too high. But anyway, a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, and 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. So yeah, write in your books, get them dirty, drip stuff on them. I want these to be used and well used, so that's why I did the lays flat and all that kind of jazz with the protective cover. Yes, Mima, exactly. Thank you, Michelle. And again, you might try it without those spices and see if you like it. I like it just the way it is. This is good. And you saw me add 2 jalapenos. I can't taste anything as far as spice. My spice detectors are a lot higher than yours, I'm sure. But I detect nothing as far as hot and spicy. I do taste a lot of garlic and that red wine vinegar. That's really good. Anything else? Okay, then, guys. Oh, you're welcome, Brenda. So for the people in my support group, I don't think I have a link down below, but I'll add one. I will see you guys Monday morning for our normal live stream. And for all of you YouTube folks, I'll see you next Saturday. I'm going to try and take an old recipe on my blog, like a 6-7-year-old recipe, really bad pictures, and revamp that for the blog tomorrow. So that'll be my blog post coming out on Sunday. And if you get my email, my newsletter, that'll be it. So I'll see you guys when I see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks again for all the support. And have a great weekend, guys. Take care. Let me know. You guys, I haven't watched PB with J yet. If it's bad, tell me before I watch it. All right? You're welcome, Linda. See you guys all later. Again, have a great weekend. Take care. Enjoy the Cowboy Caviar. See you Monday. That's right. Bye, guys.